this is Rachel from RightStart. One of the most common questions we get is how to use the calculator when working with order of operations. See, this is not a scientific calculator, this is a basic calculator. And as a result, it does not calculate the order of operations correctly, as you have seen in, if you are working through level E, lesson 82. So I kind of wanted to walk you through a few of the problems that are provided on worksheet 55. Again, this is level E, and I'm going to walk you through how to input the equations into a basic calculator without ruining the order of operations. Now, I am working out of the actual lesson because I want you to take a look at all of the equations as well as the answer. And I also am showing you my calculator and how I'm getting that. So the first equation I'm going to take a look at is 6 plus 17 times 8. Now, what I love about this activity is not that it uses the calculator, but it does require the student, your child, to think through the order of operations before solving it. You're not just plugging in the numbers into the calculator, you're thinking through the problem first. So if I'm looking at 6 plus 17 times 8, let's think about the order of operations. We have to do the multiplication before we do the adding, right? So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with the 17 times 8. Now, what are we going to do with that number? We were going to add it to 6. So I could put that into memory plus, and then I'm going to just put 6 in. I don't have to put equals or anything like that. I'm just going to put 6 in because I'm adding that to the memory. And then I'm just going to hit memory plus again, and then memory recall, and that gives me the 142. Now, one thing that oftentimes we forget, when we hit memory clear, our memory is at 0. So anytime we add memory plus, we're just adding whatever value we're coming up with into that memory plus, into the memory. If we're hitting memory minus, that means we are subtracting from the pool of numbers in the memory. So let me do that one more time. I'm doing 17 times 8. I'm adding that to the memory. I'm pulling that 136 and I'm putting that into the pot for memory. And now I'm going to add 6 to that. So I put 6 in the calculator, put that memory plus. So I've added that 6 to that pool in the memory. And then I just hit memory recall. And it basically tells me what the value is in the memory at that point. All right, let's try another one. Always, always, always hit your memory clear. Okay, next one we're going to do, let's come down here because these are similar. So let's come on down here to 17 plus 35 times 8. Again, we have to think about order of operations before we start plugging anything into our calculator. So in this particular equation, what do we do first? We do the parentheses, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to do 17 plus 35. That's what's in the parentheses. Now I can put equals and then times 8, and that will give me 416, right? So I'm just basically inputting the numbers into the calculator in the order of operations. Let's do another one. Let's do this one. 17 times 6 plus 7 times 6 plus 7 times 3 plus 7 times 11. So I'm going to put that in 7 times 6. We have to do our multiplication first. I'm going to be adding that, so I'm going to put that into my memory. Then the next group is 7 times 3, and I'm going to add that. Notice the plus sign. I'm going to add all of that to the memory, so I'm going to add that to the memory. 7 times 11, I'm adding that to the memory, and then I just hit the memory recall, and that's going to give me what I have input into the memory, which is 140. All right, let's try another one. Let's try this one. This one has multiplication and, again, parentheses. So let's take a look at that one. So here we are. What do we do first in the order of operations? We're going to solve what's inside the parentheses first, right? So I'm going to do that. 6 plus 3 plus 11. Now I'm just going to take that total and multiply it by 7, right? So I'm going to just basically type in equal times 7, and that's going to give me my answer, right? I'm just following the order of operations. Notice I didn't start with 7. I started with what we would be calculating first. Okay, let me do a few more. Here is, let's see, we just did that one, 3 plus 5. Let's do this one. Now here we have, let me slide this up. Here we have the 3 plus 5 in parentheses times the 4 plus 7 in parentheses. So if I were to solve this by hand, according to order of operations, I would solve that first, then that, and then multiply the solutions, right? So I'm basically going to do that. So 3 plus 5. Now I'm going to put that one into my memory. All right, my memory plus, it's a positive number, so I want it in plus. I'm just going to go straight to that 4 plus 7. And then I'm going to hit times my memory recall equals, right? So basically what I'm doing is I'm putting this into my memory as a positive number. I'm plugging this in, and I'm multiplying this times what I saved into the memory. And that gives me the 88. Remember, always hit your clear. I think I said that before, but let me want to do that again. Let me do this next one because this one's formatted just a little bit differently. All right, so notice I have a 3 plus 5 times 4 plus 7. So what do we do first? We do the what's in the parentheses first. So I'm going to do 4 plus 7. Okay, now I'm going to multiply that number times 5. Because after we do the parentheses, we do anything that's multiplied. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I don't need to save anything in the memory right now. So I'm going to do times 5. And I'm just going to add to that answer 3 more. And that gives me the 58. I'm thinking about this in the order of operations. I'm putting it into the calculator as I am thinking through order of operations. Let's try this one. Here we have 3 plus 5 times 4 plus 7. Now, if I'm looking at this order of operations, just this equation, what operation do I do first? I do the multiplication first, right? So I have to do this before I add. So 5 times 4, and now I just add everything else, plus 3 plus 7, and that gives me the 30. See how our students are having to think through the order of operations before they input it into the calculator. That's what makes this activity so brilliant. Let's do one more here. 3 plus 5 times 4 plus 7. All right, what do we do first here? We are going to do what's in the parentheses. So 3 plus 5. Now I'm going to multiply that by 4 because I have to do multiplication before adding, right? So times 4, and then I just have to add 7 more to it, and that gives me the 39. I hope that helps. Let us know if you have any other questions. Take care. Bye-bye.